Da-doom, da-doom. You are no good, a heartbreaker. You are a liar and you a cheat. I don't know why I let you do these things to me. My friends keep telling me, Wally, he ain't no good. Whoa, whoa, they don't know. Hey people, hi Shakira. Fool Hand, Fool Quan, China Doll, Shell Whitfield, how y'all doing? Well, we got to deal with Wally. We ain't dealt with Wally in a while. How y'all? Y'all hear Wally over there running his mouth? Okay. Now, it is an interesting case, the case of Wiley. Y'all call him Wiley. I choose to call him Wally, and we'll discuss that in a minute. Hey, peoples. Shell Whitfield, all these darlings. Donette Webster. Queen of the Nile. Oh, Queen of the Nile. Okay. You better sing, honey. I just had to sing this song from another one of these creatures. Child, Wally over there running his mouth. He's over there announcing, Wiley from the Wiley Show is announcing that on his backup page, he is now going to do the YouTube news. He goes on to explain that since the Fire Monster is not handling her responsibilities well, he's going to take over the news, right? So I want to say a couple of things to you, Wiley. First of all, he goes on here insulting many people. He insulted the Fire Monster. He insulted Kiki. He insulted Rico. He insulted me. He insulted James Caldwell. He insulted Deanna Irving. He just insults people, right? But Wiley, what we want you to understand, we don't mind you insulting us. It is the lies for us. It is certainly the lies for me. Wiley, an interesting creature. Wiley, I can't figure you out, boy. I thought we were friendly. I've even been on your show and did a long interview with you. I know you admire some of my written works. I thought we were cool. And yet I go on here today and hear that you are no closer to Wally than you were the first day you met him. Y'all know how messy Wally was when he was over here, right? He was always in trouble. People were refusing to do interviews with him, to have anything to do with Wally. And Wally, it was always the same situation. The issue was always the same. It is the lies. Why lie, Wally? Let's go back to Atlanta. Apparently my favorite place on earth these days. When we had the filming, they walked in Nicole Tyler, sure enough. They walked her in late to ambush her because they knew that people had all this animosity against her, right? So everybody was brought into the room except for her and one other person. So when they came into, when they had Nicole Tyler, of course, we've all heard it many, many times by now. There was pandemonium. Everything went crazy. Everybody wanted a piece of Nicole Tyler's ass. And by the way, God bless her. She's sick. Whatever the reason, if she's sick from the medication, perhaps Nicole Tyler, that if you had not taken this shot, maybe this thing would have took you all the way out. We don't know, honey. So I wouldn't say that because you took the shot, that's why you're sick. You could have been exposed because apparently the shot don't even take effect for a couple of weeks. It wouldn't even be taking effect by now, but it might be saving your life right now, right? But either way, we're still wishing you the best, that you get well. We don't want nobody sick around here. Okay? So God bless you. What I was saying was, after they had finished with her, then they brought in Wiley very late as well. Now, the point is, they brought him late for a reason, just like they brought Nicole Tyler in late for a reason. They knew that there was animosity against this girl, and the people who jumped on her had a special relationship with the one running it, who was Sean Bradley. So he certainly knew, because he's in contact with these people every day. They talk online, offline, phone, whatever they call it. He already knew what was going to go down when Nicole Tyler showed up, and he chose to bring her in late for that reason, right? For the sake of drama, let's say. The other person was Wiley. But when Wiley came in, they were expecting everyone to jump on him because people have been threatening him for years. People have been saying they can't stand him. They won't allow him to say his name. Da 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 da. So they were expecting people to jump on Wiley as well. But as it turns out, when Wiley came in the room, they all embraced him. He became one of the group immediately. And no one seemed to have a problem with Wiley at that point. So there is something likable about the guy, Wally, who also goes by Wiley, which is the name his parents gave him. Right? So let's just say he's a likable character. During the filming, he confronted Dee Ramsey about her alcoholism, something that apparently no one else was willing to say out loud. He confronted her directly, and I respected that. Then when we got back to our cities, Wiley asked me for an interview. We interviewed, we talked for a whole damn hour. And everything was fine, right? But it all comes back to the same thing. Why you have to go and fuck it up, Wiley, with these goddamn lies? See, you can read. We can deal with your reading, honey. When you said that you were coming back to the beef sector, I said, well, that would be nice because I frankly don't watch all that that reality shit. I mean, what do you call it? Celebrity gossip and all this. I mean, you're all covering this, but you got 30 people covering the same damn story. It's not that interesting to me, right? So I prefer the beef sector. I prefer this more communal type thing here, right? So I said, okay, that'd be interesting when he comes back. He can be funny, whatever, get a little energy going. But when I clicked onto his video, I said, well, goddamn, Wally, you still relying on people. Why are you come here, baby? Come here, sweetheart. Come here. Come here. Get your bum up here. Get your bum up here. My baby is part of the story today. This motherfucker went on here talking about my ugly dog. Wiley, why was it necessary? He said that I had a problem with show because they wouldn't allow me to bring my ugly dog with me. First of all, I have the best babysitters, honey, in San Francisco, taking care of my child, right? So there was never any question of me bringing the dog anywhere, Wiley. It was only for one weekend, Wiley. It wasn't like there would be a whole lot of conversations. But the point is, why did you lie and say my baby was ugly? Who could look at that? Come here, baby. Look at that face. Look at that. Look at that camera. Look at that face right there. Who could say that dog was ugly, honey? He called my dog ugly 4 or 5 times. So I have the dog want to say something. Hold on. Tell me. Say what you say. Oh. My baby said he want to challenge Buttercup. He said, bring Buttercup's ass up on here. I said, dog, wait a minute, Sweeney. You can't, wait a minute. Hold on, baby. I know you want to get at him. You can't be threatening people on here. What you say? He said, bring Buttercup on here. He want to kick him in his ass. He said, is it a man or a woman? Okay. He said he's a punk bitch. How dare you say my ugly dog? Why was that necessary, Wiley? Look at him. You're all the Deenie. You're the Ding Dong Deenie. You ain't got to kill him, baby. That's okay. He said, I want to see Buttercup. Bring that bitch on here. I want to see Buttercup. I'm going to sock her in the goddamn snout. Call my dog ugly. The nerve, honey. My dog is more handsome than you, Wally. People on the street want to stop and pat my dog on the head. They say, oh, he's so cute. Who's selling your ass is cute? Anyway, he went on and told a whole string of lies on all these people. Said Deanna Irving living in the backyard. What else did he say? He said the Fire Monster was she started the wig company by stealing the money from Vacation. He has all these unsubstantiated allegations. And then he has the nerve to tell you, oh, this person I got the information from is not reliable because he smoked crack sometime. Girl. Wiley, what's with all these damn lies? So let me try to understand you, unravel you. Because as I said, you're a likable person. I mean, you're a decent person, I think. You're likable, you have a sense of humor and all this. We don't understand the lies. What are you trying to say? Are you saying this is a comedy routine that you do, and that you're just roasting people, and you're just it's just for laughter, and you're just going to say, you have to make that clear, Wally, because people will take it like, this motherfucker's on here lying about me. I ain't never asked nobody to bring no dog no damn where. Why is he lying? And the things you said about it, I ain't gonna go to all the stuff you said about James Caldwell, but James Caldwell can't stand you. You know that. But the reason is the same as always, Wally. It's an ongoing problem. It's an issue you're going to have to deal with, because I think you're probably going to be in the social media stuff longer than any of us, because this is basically where you found yourself, right? This is your stick, and you know how to follow what's popular and all this kind of stuff. Now you got Tasha K on there. You got her on there. You know, you're brown nosing with her, which is fine. It's a smart move. Get yourself some clout, and you've done several things that were clever. And I see that you can maintain an audience, but the lies are totally unnecessary. So if you're going to come on here and your stick is going to be just to make up silly, foolish stories, let us know what it is, because I don't understand it, honey. Why would you come on here talking about my dog, my ugly dog, and all? Why would you insult my pure, precious little soul? And then you won't bring Buttercup up here. Let me see what she look like. Is she well groomed? It's part of his bipolar. Everything is part of Wally's bipolar when it's convenient for him. I don't see this as being, at least this part, as being his mental illness, right? Because he on there talking, he said, "Oh, I like Uncle Tim," and then goes right into ripping my goddamn head off. I said, "Why would he rip my head off?" He said, "You like me?" Girl, I can't keep up. So if this is part of your different personalities, Wally, you need to let us know what's going on, because you have announced you're coming back to the beef sector, because you haven't really been here. You've been off somewhere else. Your t-shirt you are wearing today, what does the t-shirt say? I'm not for everyone. You called that one, buddy. So I'm just telling you from the heart, honey. It is offensive to be going on here. It's just saying nasty things about people. Now, this may be your sense of humor, or what you consider humor. Like me calling you Wally when your name is actually Wiley, that might be my sense of humor, what I find amusing, so I persist in it. Maybe this is what you think is funny. But these people are on here sticking daggers in each other's back, honey. It's the beef sector. They're trying to hurt each other over here, and you want to come over here and just make jokes out. I mean, I guess it's humor. I don't think it's all that funny. I mean, it is kind of funny a little bit in a way, but it's not going to make you any friends, Wally. The people are not going to interact with you well. And this is the reason why I believe that you left the beef sector, because you could only get so popular on here because people would write you off and say he has no credibility. You see what I'm saying? People come on here for the tea. We want to know the tea, honey. We want to know personal things about people, right? So it ain't no tea to just make up something silly. It ain't no tea to be talking about people sleeping in the backyard and all this kind of shit. We know it's not so. The things you said about James, that's terrible. Why are you attacking that man like that? That's just terrible. You have to kind of ease your way back into where the situations where you actually have beef with people. But just to come back on here talking about these silly ass lies, honey, you lose credibility, so it becomes less interesting. Why should I listen to you? Because I'm gonna go and rip somebody's goddamn head off. And for what? Because something Wally said? That's what his anonymous sources, his producers. So some of the saints, hi people, Wally is just being a comedian, brother. Okay. Yeah, but the line, I think that's where he's going with this. I think he's saying that I'm just being silly. This is all just roasting, right? What did they used to do with the roasting on TV, like Dean Martin roasting, all that kind of stuff? But were those things based on reality though? Like when they had the politicians came in there and Obama insulted Trump, all of a sudden Trump want to run for president. Don't they base it on something? They kind of make fun of something real though. I don't know if it was ever about just making up a story because your wife did such and such. You get these people fighting because something you said. I don't think that was the idea behind a roast. So Or you think like what's that girl? Kaya, she says it's all roast and gag. You gotta get down with the gags. So what I'm saying to you, this is Wally. People, some of the beefs are just bullshit. People are doing it for money, but some of the beefs are actually real. You throw yourself in the middle of it, and now you're just making jokes. But your jokes can be very insulting. Now, I don't take you very serious. I don't take you seriously at all. So maybe I fall into the camp where I could accept that this is just your idea of humor. I won't recommend it. This is why when you came on here, remember how every time you came on somebody's channel, they would either click off or leave the StreamYard. Do you remember those problems you had? Remember how James would not appear with you, and that boy QB Monster, he wouldn't appear on the same stage with you, and that other person who was dead, they would not do a show with you or listen to you, or they wouldn't have anything to do with you. It was all because of the lies. Now, I don't know if you do this on your regular show or not, because you do good interviews, and when you are with serious people, you're serious. So how can it be bipolar? You only come be bipolar on the beef sector? Wait a minute. Hold the hell on. So you're bipolar when you come over here, but when you want to deal with Tasha K, or you want to deal with some of those people over there, or these celebrities, or these rappers, or these pieces of trade you like so much, so then you're not bipolar then. Come on, boy. Now, I'm not picking on you because if you have a mental disorder. I believe that it's true. But I don't think this has anything to do with bipolar, honey. I think you just enjoy picking with people, fucking with them. Until they walked in and saw he was 6'3". They liked him in Atlanta, honey. It seemed like all of them did. I think him and Heidi Fly, they went on and had personal conversations and things, child. Hi, Distant Lover. Who's Distant Lover? Yeah. Distant Lover, yeah. That's a nice name. Distant Love. You love her. Ooh. How can you treat my heart so mean and cruel? Didn't you know, sugar, that every moment that I spend with you, I treasure them like a jewel, precious jewel. Oh, baby. Don't stop me. As I reminisce, a joyful song together, the promises we made, baby, other day in the letter. Then all of a sudden, everything seemed to explode. Pow! Now I gaze out my window, sugar. Life's a long, long lost, distant road. Ooh, distant love. Who was it? Marvin Gaye. Let me go back here. I missed saying hello to all. Hi, everybody. Y'all see Wally used it on his backup page. In other words, he don't want to fuck up his real page with all this foolishness. He won't come over here and be bipolar. How y'all doing today, Connie? Wally is here for the bag. He ain't gonna get much bag. He come over here insulting all these damn people. They ain't going for that shit. Be quiet, boy. They're gonna freeze Wally out again, honey. And it's only about the lies. He has regular jokes. He needs to consider that. If he's gonna be in this business, honey, he needs to figure out what works and what doesn't work. Now, are the lies necessary? Look at that dog. Who in the hell? Look at that dog barking at the picture. How could you resist, honey? What you doing, baby? You gonna kick Buttercup in her ass? Bring her on. Bang her, daddy. Bring her. I'll bite her goddamn tail off. Will you accept the challenge? He off his man. No, it's not crazy talk, Renee. He ain't acting crazy. This is Wally's idea of humor. He don't mix in no reality with it. We base all ours off of reality, honey. To read a person, read them. To look, you're a book, and I'm reading you, your life. the facts of your life. I'm reading you. I'm just telling you what I see in you. I'm telling you that you're lonely. Right? I'm telling you your house is a mess. I'm just reading you what I see in you. I'm telling you can't keep a job. I'm telling you things about you because this is what I see. This is like reading a book about you. It's not just making up stuff. Making up foolishness, child. That's not the same thing. But if Wally has a following. So I guess if his people like it, he'll have to get it from his own people. They'll have to let him know. Say, Wally, that ain't cool. Or Wally, that is cool, whatever. Mm-hmm. Hi, Roxanne Smith. How's everybody doing? Let's see. Thank God. Greetings. Wally is here for the bag. Okay, I'm slow. Hold on. I thought you were. We are. I thought we were friendly too. See, Wally, he thinks that he was in Atlanta hugging Miss Spy Babe, telling her how sexy she was and she don't stink, right? And then the next minute he was telling her, grease, take all that grease off your head. He would just go back and forth. For him, I guess it had no meaning. So maybe this is a part of a disorder. I don't know. But I find him to be an amusing character. And I think when he has to be serious, when he's interviewing somebody who actually wants to get information from, then he's serious. You can't just turn bipolar off and on. Oh, I'm gonna go over here to the beef sector now. So now I'm bipolar. No, don't use that. Don't use your illness. You've been honest with us about it. It's a very serious thing. A lot of people on here suffer from bipolar disorder. But don't use that just to come and cap on people. So I guess what you would be capping on people, but you're not even capping on them because you're making up stuff, right? So you lose all credibility. So if people want to come on here and they want to get the tea, they're not going to go to Wally because they know Wally, whatever they say is probably not true, right? That's the difference between, I guess, reading and roasting. Maybe roasting is more of a comedy type thing, something you do in the clubs and down where. But reading is totally different than that. They're not the same thing. Like when the comedians come on stage, like in The Nutty Professor, and the guy was on stage and he was capping on people until the Nutty Professor Buddy Love decided to go and kick him in his ass. Okay, he was just capping on people. He didn't know anything about these people. He was just capping on them, right? Maybe this is what Wally is doing. Anyway, we said all that to say, Wally said he's back in the beef sector again. He's never really left, but he wants to use his backup channel for that now. See, these people, they're constantly trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work. For me, Wally, it's a no-go. I think you can still do the same thing. Just leave out the lies. Just watch a couple of videos. You ain't got to watch the whole damn hour video. If you want to get some information about people, find a couple of people that you trust, you like, watch them, and then come and piggyback off what they said. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to make up stuff, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Anyway, the other story is apparently Funky Dineva now has gotten her channel taken down. His channel taken. I don't think he does Funky Dineva that much. His channel taken down. Quentin. He was upset about it. I'm sure he is because his videos get between 25 and 50,000, sometimes 100, 150,000 views. So his paycheck looks a whole lot different than ours, right? So when you take those people down, people's pages down, you're talking about taking $1,000, a couple thousand, shaving off a couple, $2,000 or $3,000, right? I don't know why, but they said that apparently he promoted a supplement, some kind of diet supplement 6 years ago. I'm trying to think, wait a minute, hold the hell on, honey. I know these people in Google don't have so much time on their hands that they're going back to videos that are 6, 7 years old. They're not going through the videos to check them to see if they're violating anything. Somebody reported that page. Maybe somebody who was interested, who had a bad experience with that product or hated that product or felt like that product was wrong, and they wouldn't flag him. Or it could just be a vindictive somebody on here, one of his enemies. He don't really do roast and gag, though. He does celebrities. Somebody don't like him very much when he found that video and flagged his channel. Why would they flag it and then take his channel away for a 60-year-old issue? As far as we know, the damn product is not even on the market anymore. Who knows? But yeah, I think that this is not going to last very long. He'll probably be off for a couple of days, and he doesn't record every day anyway. I think Dineva's only been doing maybe twice a week, if that. So he can sit down a couple of days. But you don't want that on your record either. You don't want, I got strike. This is my third strike and all that kind of shit, because he might have had a strike 2 years ago. So hopefully he'll get that resolved. But it seems really chicken shit to me that they would go back to a video made six years ago, not months, 6 years ago, because he promoted a product that he was using. So if I come on here and say I like the Gillette razor, and Gillette goes out of business or whatever, people have a problem with Gillette, they can come and take my channel because I told you what razor I use. I don't know. Hello, people. I'm going back to a word. Praise God. What for one? Congratulations, what for one? You going back to work? Mm-hmm. Isn't Wally being mentored by Tasha K? Yes. So perhaps Tasha K is the one that has to have that conversation with Wally. She said, Wally, you got to be credible. People ain't gonna come to get the news from you. How you gonna call yourself the news and then everything you say is a lie? They only go, you ain't the news, honey. All you gonna do, just like that's why that Pie Monster, she fails, because she calls hers the news, but all she does is come on here and cap on the people that she don't like. That ain't no damn news. If you're going to report the news, you got to find out what people are talking about and just give commentary on it. There's plenty of stuff to give commentary on. I mean, there's always something going on, right? Somebody's beef you can speak on. You want to throw in a celebrity here and there or whatever, but basically there's enough here. But you can't call yourself the news and everything you tell us is a lie. That's fake news, honey. Right? You can, maybe you should have a sign that says comedy, comedy, comedy. But I don't know how funny something is if you have to keep telling people that it's comedy. If it ain't, if they ain't laughing, then it ain't comedy, right? So we're not trying to, we're not totally abandoning Wally, because I still think he's a decent guy, and I like most parts of his personality. This stuff doesn't really bother me. I know my dog is beautiful. What you say, baby? Send the bitch in here, baby. The dog he ain't got no damn. Will you get on a plane? The dog said, you can reach me by airway. She can reach me by trailway. She can reach me by TKO, but she's got to get here soon. Come on, Buttercup, and get your ass whipping behind your daddy. I don't know why they choose to pick on my little dog, because they got dogs too. I heard that monster that I cannot say his name on the face. Or speak it or her be sick. Oh, that's terrible. That's pretty pathetic, Donette. You don't, baby, you tell me you got diabetes, you got diabetes. It ain't for me. I ain't got no PhD. I am no doctor. You laying up in a hospital bed, sick, honey. That you are sick, girl. Now, she don't even necessarily have to know what's wrong with her. She says she got this shot a week or so ago, and now she's saying she's sick, but she don't know this, the sickness came from the shot. The shot might be saving her goddamn life, because that's a big part of what they're saying the shot does. They're saying the people who get it, they won't get as sick. They won't end up on ventilators, right? So you can't assume, you're not a doctor. Let your doctor do the talking, honey. But she's over there doing that talking, so she's going to bring a certain amount of criticism onto herself. But that's just damn wrong. You got prostate cancer, okay? That's what you got. I am in no position to be telling you what you got. Oh, you like the distant lover? Distant lover, that's for you. Distant love. I know my dog is beautiful, Shell. I ain't thinking about that fool. Don't talk about somebody ugly dog. Ooh, the nerve, honey. I kiss my dog before I kiss you, Wally. I'm just saying. He knows better. He gonna come back over here with that same old shit. But maybe he just want to come up and stir up some hell, honey, because he insulted a lot of people. I guess the other ones, they insult people too, but they're here. They know what's going on. The point is, just don't lie. I don't give a goddamn what you say about me. Just don't lie. Don't make it up. Right? I ain't trying to dog your cute little puppy. I know you a doggy lover. I absolutely love the animals. There's so many different breeds too. God, I must have saw 50 different dogs today. I went out, I tried to go out and buy me a new statue, but the statue place, they didn't have nothing. They got 2 floors of nothing but statues, busts, and Renaissance art and all this kind of stuff. They didn't know how to have one item in there. So I think that's God helping me and say, boy, you don't need one goddamn picture, statue, decoration in your house. Sit down somewhere. Anyway, my point was I saw all these beautiful dogs today. Big old poodles, the tall poodles, the long legs. And they were so cute with their what is it? The fathers, their mothers, their owners. They had such communication with the dogs, right? It's interesting to watch. When I go to the dog park in the morning, I can sit back and watch the dogs for a half hour. Just watch them, the way they interact with each other. And there's no fence around the dog park, right? So they're all off leash. This monster can't be off leash because he's a bad actor. I don't trust it, because one time I had my other dog. I took him to the big park here, and I would throw the ball. He would run real fast. He would get the ball and bring it back, and I'd throw it. And he'd bring it back, and I went way up on the hill, and I threw the ball, and he got the ball, and he ran with it. And he was running down in the middle of traffic. Cars were stopping, scared. And I was running, huffing and puffing my fat ass. And fortunately, a father and son, this little white family, they stopped the car and got out in front of the dog and caught the dog for me. It was so nice. There's no way I could have caught him. And he was running. I mean, that dog was sprinting. So it traumatized me. So maybe I'm being unfair to this dog by not letting him off leash, but he's off leash here. And since he's never known anything else other than being on leash, I don't think he misses it much, because he doesn't pull or anything in the park. He's very sociable with the other dogs, but I don't think he can come off leash. Especially not if a skateboard come by. Oh my God. He's like he's gonna lose his mind. You think Wally just clowning? He is clowning. But the people who are involved in the jokes have gotta be laughing, don't they, sir? Look, I'm sure Barack Obama was clowning too when he was roasting Donald Trump's ass, and Trump was sitting over there seething. Next thing you know, he's running for office. Now he's not giving any credence to the fact that he attacked Obama first. He's the one that came up with all this birtherism bullshit. He was the father of that shit. But we don't expect anything fair from him. People are starting to talk less and less. I'll be glad when this damn trial. When is it? Next Tuesday? When this damn trial is over, we can get rid of his ass and just let him go away, honey. He'll do everything he can to stay in the news, but we got to get rid of him out of our psyche so that America can heal again and feel normal. They were scared of Wally. Wally gonna kick him in the ass. No, they were. Most of those people, that's when they were first doing our StreamYards and all that stuff. Having people on their channels and all that. They hated Wally, honey. A straight up sweetheart. Who's a sweetheart? My baby? Squeenie, what doing? What doing? What? He said he want to pull our toenails out. That goddamn Buttercup. Bring Buttercup here, honey. We want to see his face. Bring him here. We want to see him. Her. Look at that mouth. Look at that mouth. You're so cute. All of them are cute. I don't know. God put them here for a reason, honey. He is getting a big hit now. Okay. Samantha Rogers. He is getting a big head now since Tasha K is in his ear and he is interviewing Stone. Okay, stop, baby. See what I mean by the skateboard? Look, that's all skateboard. Ooh, don't stop that cussing, boy. So Tasha K needs, okay, she's mentoring him. This would be a good example. This is a good time for her to say, "Wally, let me holler at you." Wrong road, honey. Did you see how we all left the beef sector? Girl, we don't go over there fucking with them people. If you go over there fucking with them, I can see it on the back channel or something. I think he's amusing. But tell the truth, honey. Base it on truth. There's enough truth here. You ain't got to make up stuff. His brand of humor is just make up some lies. I don't know, because when everyone else is over here trying to read each other for the facts and for the truth, I don't know if that fits in, Wally. He's definitely clowning. Yes, he's clowning. Calling my ass. Calling me old. I know I'm old, fool. I'm sexier than you, Wally. I'm 62 years old, child. How old are you? Wally is just being a comedian, Uncle Tim. I think Donetta likes Wally. Donita Webster. He's a likable character. I was watching him when we were in Atlanta. He was talking to everybody. But see, them people, they thought they were going to attack him. And it didn't happen. So they only had one sacrificial lamb. I said it. That's right. That's Queenie. I don't know if my baby can fight or not. I don't let none of them creatures bite my baby. I pick him up. Wally lie a lot. Yes, he does. Yeah, so I don't know. It will make me watch them less, because well, if I knew I was coming to for just comedy roasting, I'll probably, but I don't think you should just make up stuff. He was probably all the people defending Wally. We had a great interview, and I was actually looking forward to helping him with his book, because he's writing a book. I think he'll probably be a good writer. I just sense that he has the capacity to tell the same way he tells all these lies. He has the capacity to be very honest about certain subjects, right? So I think if he did this memoir he's been talking about, it could actually be a very good book, depending on his willingness to tell the truth. Because apparently he has a very interesting story, and he has an insight into this whole church stuff and all that. I think he could be a good work if you stick with the truth. But he needs somebody to mentor him in that area as well. So I thought I could be of use to them. But I ain't going to celebrate, honey, you're going to be reading and roasting my ass for no reason to lie on me. Hell no, honey. Don't get too close. But don't take too much. My may have. Don't get too close, people. You might get burnt. Somebody asked me a question once. Do you trust Wally? I said, what? No. But I had to clarify. I think this was at the show, the taping. I had to qualify what I meant. What I meant to say is, no, I don't think he's going to steal something from me. I don't think he's going to do something he's not going to dox me. I don't not trust him in that way. But do I trust him not to try to read me and go off of me? No, I don't trust his ass. Hell no. So a view is a view. Is he as boring as hell? I don't like the lies. See, some people can't deal with the lies, Wally. And some people love him. Tracy, you and him have been back and forth, I think. Hi, Miss Tracy. We talking about your ex-husband, Wally. But I would see him in there reading Miss Fire Monster. He'd be reading to her 1 minute, then they're hugging the next minute, and she doing the same thing they doing. And maybe you have to understand Wally, honey. Finding Wally. Even when the boys start doing all these 16-part expose, all that bullshit, I had to come and make videos concerning Wally. And I've defended him many times when people have attacked him when I thought he was in the right. So I don't understand it. But I think that's just the way he likes to roast people. We ain't throwing the boy away. We're just trying to give him some advice. You should do a separate channel for your dog. What would he say? You just look at him. They don't do much, do they? They just look at you. I used to wonder before I ever got dogs. I wonder, well, what is the big deal? They don't talk. How can they be man's best friend? How can you love the damn dog so much? And people, they go crazy about the dogs, right? And then when you get one, and they are able to communicate with you just by being there, just their looks, the way their body language, they can communicate without using words, right? He knows me, I know him, kind of thing. It's great to have a doggy. And Wally has a doggy, Buttercup. I gotta be careful I don't leak out Wally address out so my dog go and catch Buttercup. Buttercup coming out for her walk in the morning. Anything else go on today? I haven't really been on there. Have y'all watched the documentary yet? Or that's scheduled for 7 o'clock. It's 4 o'clock here. In that time that the documentary is supposed to appear, there should be some good content for a day. I'm sure them girls gonna enjoy ripping that ass apart. I hope they don't turn into violence, because y'all gotta be careful with going off with these people living in your same town, honey. It's easy to go off with somebody who live in New York City, honey. Somebody live out there in the backwaters, but when you living in the same town and they can drive over and be at your house in 20 minutes, don't make them too mad, baby. Hell no. End up with a brick behind your... Well, that's what I'm writing about, so I shouldn't say too much. The things that could happen, honey. You better make sure there's some distance between you when you start talking that shit. And you do not know who you're talking about. You doing a damn documentary on my life, nigga? Are you crazy? Do you have permission to do that for me? I'm hoping that let you go ahead and do your documentary. And I'm hoping that girl Tracy D and Demi Did It will find some part of your video where they can strike you. Guess what? 3 strikes, you're out. And they might be able to just wipe you off YouTube altogether, honey. So play if you want to. So Tracy, you do like Wally now. Okay. Oh God, I can't keep up, Jeff. He ain't doing nothing. He's been himself, honey. He's just coming back and he's telling a whole bunch of lies. That's what his issue. That's what the issue always was. So far be it for me to tell somebody else how to run their channel, honey. If it's people like that. But I don't know why he would come over here and insult my damn dog. I have an issue with that. Hi, Behind the Throne. No, I think Juanita Bynum's song is Behind the Veil, right? Behind the Veil. Is that biblical, Behind the Throne? I know I've seen a video or a song, Behind the Throne. Or maybe it's just from the Bible. He lost you with the library. Well, he has mental illness. I mean, I guess he can't really help that. But I mean, he's pretty functional. He does all this and works. So, I mean, I understand what it is to be psychotic. He had a psychotic break. But he was telling the truth about that. It seemed to be, it matches with what all the newscaster was saying about it. He seemed like he laid it out pretty much what happened. Dogs' lives matter. That's right. You tell them, viewers of you. So, you know, my sweet darling, honey. People treat their dogs like they're their children, like they're babies. In a way, they are babies, except they stay babies forever. They'll be 7, 8 years old still playing with toys, right? They never outgrow being a baby. But babies don't talk either, right? Babies are cute. Who can resist a sweet little baby face? Doggies and puppies. There are similarities, honey. But your dog don't grow up to be a teenager. Mom, you got to pick me up. No. Yeah, down at the school. or or hello, mama. I didn't want to tell you. I was scared of what you're gonna say. I'm pregnant. All the things that go into being a parent, you won't have to deal with any of that, honey. All the things, honey. 256 African Americans are watching the channel. Let's get these likes up. I don't know if other races watch me or not. I guess occasionally, especially when you talk about celebrities and stuff. You know, I'm not on here trying to get rich. Wally did see that, though. If you talk about stuff that is more universal, then you're drawing more people. But that's not really my thing. You got to like what you're doing, too. Who the hell is Wally? Who is he? Is he your brother? His name is The Wiley Show. But I like Wally. I can't take it because I'm lonely. Wiley Thomas. His name's not Thomas, is it? What is the Wiley Show last name? Why is his name Thomas? What is Wiley's last name? Does he use his last name on the show? The Wiley Show. I think what his real name is Marquise. So this video I'm talking about is on his backup channel. It's called Marquise Wally Show. Marquise Wally Show. He should change it to Marquise Wally Show. So he's over there talking about, oh, I hear why he ain't on the show no more. He not on the show no more. So he talking shit about the show. Don't fall into it, Wally. You ain't got to say a goddamn thing about that show, child. You did your bit and came on about your business. Wally hardly even mentioned the damn show. After it was done for him. So that's the way it is in Hollywood. Everybody's doing the show. Everybody's writing something. Everybody's got an audition. Everybody, you know. The clock ain't supposed to stop, honey. You keep on going. Wiley is there. Okay, so Wiley. So he's Marquise Wiley. So, okay, Wiley is his last name? Marquise Wiley. I don't know. I stopped watching when he went over to the celebrity stuff. I don't find celebrities all that interesting, to tell you the truth. I really don't. I guess it's a younger person's kind of thing, following them, what they do, what they say is so important. You know, who's screwing who got a baby by who, and all that kind of shit. When I was younger, I cared more about celebrities. Some of them shouldn't even be. Most of the people who are celebrities now, I don't even know who the hell they are. I don't know nobody in their 20s and 30s. Why would I know that? When I was 30 years old, they weren't even born. So you got to be following stuff. The marvelous Marquise Wiley. I know you was a fan there, Donita. Uh-oh, Rico. Hey, Rico. One eye what? Rico, you know you like that boy. I know you can't deal with all the personalities either. It's kind of sad. Y'all had a little YouTube romance. Y'all done went south, but there's a part of you that likes him because you apparently you did for one time. I got something for him. What you gonna give to him? Some more of that. Can't get enough. I tried of your funk stuff. I said, whoa, yeah. La da 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 dee, la da da. What was that called? DC Gate. He picking with you, Rico. He likes you too. Y'all just don't know how to communicate with each other. Uh-oh. Here you go, Tracy. I see. Don't y'all come over here fighting and tearing each other apart and stuff. Oh, Rico reports music. Okay. Rico's a nice guy. A lot of people don't hear. We should be more supportive of these people, especially people who are younger than you. Sometimes I think, well, Timothy Blaine, here you are, an ex-junkie your own damn self, and you are always talking about the bayang. Maybe it's wrong for you to be talking about these girls bayang because they're in the struggle. Well, hell, if they're in the struggle, just say it. But yes, I guess you talk about what you know about, honey. Maybe I shouldn't even be picking on them because they out there in the back room doing that bayang. But that's what you gravitate to. Fat people call other people fat, or you laugh at other people fat, you know. Everybody talking about everybody, child. My body's getting funny made, though. Y'all see how the old guys be having on suspenders? I think I might give you some suspenders, right? Because of course, I always get the belly. But the pants are apparently getting small. The waist is getting smaller because my pants are getting loose, right? So I'm not sagging, honey. Girl, I'm in my 60s. I'm not sagging. But my ass, I don't know, the pants are slipping down. So when you put a belt on, and then the only way you can hold the pants tight is to make it real tight. It cuts off your circulation to your damn legs. So now I got pain in my damn hips and thighs and things. So I don't know. I might get me some suspenders. I'm going to do the old man thing. But if you go and then going by, okay, I wear 38 pants. And they all fitting loose, falling off my ass now. So should I go and buy all 36 pants and throw all my 38s away? Mm-mm. I cannot tell you how many pairs of blue jeans I've got trying to trace the weight. No way, honey. I ain't doing that shit no more. I got one pair of stretchy pants. Stretchy pants are good. Where did I get them from? Levi Strauss. Those are the ones they say were old clothes in Atlanta. I owned them for 2 weeks. Everything else for 2 days. But, let the people talk. Wiley Thomas. Now, who is Wiley Thomas? Marquise Wally. Marquise Wiley. Wiley is the last. Okay, I must be falling back again. Oh, you just made it up behind the throne? Okay. Yeah, I figured. I was thinking last night. I was talking about behind the veil was a Whitney Dividum song, and I believe that she just re-recorded it. It might be something in the Bible, behind the throne. Okay. A lot of our names came out of the Bible. My Timothy is certainly in the Bible. Mark, John, Luke. A lot of those names. People were very religious back in the day, honey. The marvelous Marquis. I must be sitting back in my comments because I keep coming same comments. Celebrity news doesn't move. Celebrity news. Well, didn't he have some fool on there talking about he paid $27 million, put a diamond in the middle of his forehead? Girl, don't be so. You know them niggas won't snatch that goddamn thing out your brain. Did y'all see that story? One of them rappers, he come here talking about he paid $24 or $27 million for a huge diamond to put on his forehead. Y'all believe that? I got a bridge for you right in San Francisco. Girl, they would kill you. They would kill you for $27,000. You put $27 million in your forehead. You need to put you away. You need to be in a mental institution some damn where, honey. Because if you pay $27 million, you ain't got that much more money. You must have spent everything, all your royalties for since you've been recording, and all of your money from when you travel. You got to put it all in one thing, right? Don't be stupid. That ain't even real, honey. Great big old diamond, look like bigger than Liz Taylor. That's tattooed in your brain, huh? But they find you if that were true, they would find you in an alley somewhere when you're coming out of some concert or something. They would just take a pipe and bust you in your head for $27 million. Believe me. They don't tell you all these stories about all these rappers getting robbed. Some of them will make the news, but a lot of them don't make it. Them guys are constantly getting ripped off. Why are you out here? They used to have a word, start with an end with rich. It's so sad. It breaks my heart. You see these guys out here making all this money. When they finish their career, which only lasts usually 2 or 3 years, they ain't got a dime. They don't own nothing. They're record company owns the place they was living at. They were just renting it from the record company. The cars, they're owned by the record company. They owe the record company several $1 million. Now they're being sued by this one and this one, and they got nothing out of that. That damn story. What's one I was just watching? Oh, they're broadcasting the first episode of what's those kids' name? With Bobby Brown was with him. New Edition. And those people, they were recording for 5 or 6 years and all still living in the projects. And their mothers, they gave them a check for $1 or something. They said, what the fuck? What? Same old story with these record companies. Oh, we got to recoup all our money. Why you got to recoup all your money? You're going to make money off of me. Why shouldn't you pay for the damn concert? Like you ain't getting paid enough. They're going to charge it all through the artists. Well, but the artists are not realizing that after you pay them back all this, they say, well, it's only for in the beginning because we got to pay for all the staging, we got to pay for all the travel, we got to pay for all this stuff. So what? So why shouldn't you pay it? You're the one going to be making all the money on all the records, right? Everything I sell. But anyway, what was I saying? They buy all this shit, and then they out here buying Ferraris and Lamborghinis and all this kind of crazy shit. They collect all that stuff when it's over with, honey. You ain't got no payments. The payments on those cars is $15,000, $2,000 a month each. It's just a shame. It happens to athletes too. People they don't be there if they're talented athletes or performers. They should be in college taking financial courses, honey. Learn how to manage that money, because it'll be gone, 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 gone. Anybody here has seen all my money? Can you tell me where it's gone? Then you out there selling drugs again. So that's where you started. Sad. Learn how to manage your money, honey, so you got something left. And have the right manager in there that's not going to be robbing you where you working. Why would you be working, traveling the world? You don't get no money out of it. I mean, the thing with the New Edition. You on a plane every day, you working every single night, and you don't have any money? Why are you doing it? Oh, this is only in the beginning. Oh, then you start making money. Girl, by the time you start making money, the career is over. People don't listen to this. Most of those artists do not go on for years and years. Y'all might keep them alive on YouTube, but most of those careers, 1, 2, 3 albums. That's it. So the time you're ready to start making money, it's over with. Now you're back playing in clubs. Please. Okay, content creators have to be careful. The way YouTube snatching channels, the haters waiting for the business. Yeah, what? I don't know what the hell. Why would they take somebody like Funky Dineva? I mean, he brings in revenue. Why would they take his channel though? I can understand if you're promoting a product which is proven to be unsafe or unhealthy or something like that, that you would take the video down, which he would not care about that. Ain't nobody watching no video from 6 years ago. Just take it down. No, they got to punish him. So that's wrong. So I'm sure he'll get his page back unless he's had other issues with them. But Dineva, he ain't in with the beef stuff. So he shouldn't have all that many enemies just talking about celebrities. I think the last time I saw him go off with somebody was him and Kaya with it. That was good, wasn't it? That was a good little session there, a little beef. But he's not on, like I said, he's not on every day, so I don't think it's going to hurt him. It's going to be a pain in the ass if you have to deal, because these Google people, you can't just call them. You know, you got to leave a message here and leave a message there. It's harassment. I wouldn't be surprised to be back up in the next 2 days. They don't read their contracts. Mm-hmm. Whether they read them or not, honey, you got to figure out what is that bottom. Like we didn't read our contract for show. Well, that was only supposed to be a weekend, honey. Apparently, Heidi Fly from the beginning, she wanted her money. She's been in the business of that as being a source of income before. She wasn't new to the game, right? So she walked out pretty early. They took his channel down, snatched it down. It tells me that somebody, maybe if they had a lawsuit or something associated with that product, Maybe that's why they're hypersensitive to it. But as he said, he came on and made a little short video explaining what happened. At the time that he was promoting it, it wasn't anything wrong with promoting it. People were promoting the product. So I think he can talk his way out of that. The only issue is you got to be able to write it out and make it make sense. So since he's completed his degree at Florida State University, I'm sure he can write a convincing statement of the facts. Yeah, James and them got their page back up. What was it? 4 days? Seems pretty clear cut. 10 years in the biz. Regina, what was Wally threw you off his page today? I happened to be over there. So y'all still having dispute over the coin. He should get a website. Who? Dineva, I'm sure he has one. I think he might have closed it down though. Because he first, remember, he was a blogger. And he said he wasn't getting paid from the blogging. He was making so much money on this damn thing. I mean, every time Dineva comes on here, it's at least 25,000 views. I get 1,000 to 2,000, maybe 3,000. He's getting 25,000. That's the minimum. Some of his videos have gotten 150,000 views. So yeah, it's kind of a big deal for these guys. I mean, they go out, they get apartments and things, but you know, the rent is due every month. So you can't be taken off no months. You certainly can't be taken off no 3 months if that's your primary source of income, honey. The more money you get, the more issues and more bills, honey. Funky Dineva rocks. What are you talking about? All the murderers in Atlanta recently? He had a point. He made a good point. Black people are more violent. I know that from the drug culture. We are. I ain't gonna say they. We are more violent people. I don't consider myself a violent person. Of course, in that thing, you have to be on edge all the time. But most of the experiences that I experienced where there was violence, mostly black people. I don't know. A lot of people can sell all kind of drugs on the street. They can party and do all kind of stuff. But when it comes to crack, this corner want to kill that corner. You know, you can't sell on my block. Body's been found over here because you was on my turf. They very whatever. I can't explain it, people. I'll just say this: we're much more violent. Poor people in general are much more violent. More desperate you are, less you value life. Life don't mean all that much to you, honey. If your life don't mean that much to you, mine certainly won't. I remember once this youngster came to rob me, right? I was in the New Pacific Hotel. It's a hotel here in the Tenderloin. So this youngster came up to my door, banging on my door like he was mad, right? I knew it was trouble. So I opened the door, the peek on the door. I used to have this thing where people from big cities know what they are. It's like a bar. It opens up and you put it up under your doorknob. So you can't push the door. Even if the door open a crack, it can't open because it pushes against the doorknob. And so you can't get past it, right? So I was serving this youngster come up. No, fucker, you told me some bullshit. I said, what? I had never seen this dude in my life. Young boy. Young ones are the worst. That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. So his whole point was he came there to rob me. I had never seen that dude in my life. So I had the bunch. So what I said, man, he said that shit was bullshit. Now I was in there by myself, right? I already told you I ain't no gangster. I know real gangster. I ain't, play the game, pretend. But I said, hey, no, break yours off, man. Come on. Give him what he want, a dime bag? So I gave him $10 worth of dope. And he walked away with a tail between the legs. I had to fake like there was people in the room to get rid of him, right? Because he knew I was in there by myself, he's going to try to kick through the door. He probably had a gun. It's like some little crack boy. Whatever. I used to be walking through the Tenderloin. Tenderloin, very rough area, right? All kind of dope in the Tenderloin in San Francisco. So I saw these guys. This is about 4 o'clock in the morning. The streets are quiet, right? Ain't nothing on the street but drug dealers and drug addicts and police. I see these guys. They're behind me. It was the three of them. And so, and I had a whole lot of dope on me at the time too. I just caught. So as I heard them trying to come, I started moving my hand around like I was taking something. I was taking something out of my inside pocket, and I was putting it in my pocket like this, I guess, right? So I was pretending like I was loading. I was putting my gun in. Then I clicked it, right? I did like this. I clicked it like this. Niggas ran. You had to be sharp, baby. You had to be sharp. When I pulled I was pulling the gun, I think I pretended like I had it in my back and I was pulling it around to my side, something like that. But I didn't have no gun. I didn't have anything. You had to be sharp. To play in that game, honey, you had to really be sharp. They be laying your ass out. You talking about you got a $27 million diamond in your forehead, child, you have lost your goddamn mind. They need to put you in a locked room somewhere. What else is going on? I ain't even been on here. Hold on a minute, people. Let me go. Make sure there ain't no news flashes. From the Saints. Attempting to understand why. Oh, that's me. Okay, I can see my own page up here. What in the world is going on? No, it's 2 months ago. Go to my subscriptions. Let me see. I don't see no Storm Monroe exclusive. So now Wally's going back to a Storm Monroe exclusive interview, Talks Jaguar. Okay, so he's all with that group now. I guess it makes sense. Have your beef sector channel and have celebrity stuff over there with Tasha K and Storm Monroe. What else? Let me see. I'm just checking real quick, make sure ain't nothing happened in the last couple hours. No, I don't see nothing. Look, Wally got one. Damn, boy. What? He got 1, 2, 3, 4 videos all at the same time. 1 hour ago. Oh, okay. So Wally must need some money. Did Wally lose his job? That boy got 4 channels all in the last 2 hours, honey. He got 4 channels today. 4 different stories. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, ain't nothing happening. I see Mr. Insensitive. Okay. That's Troy Allen. I like him. Beefing 313. He's talking about the dead people. We can't talk about him. Mm-hmm. All right, you darlings. Y'all know anything else going on we need to talk about? Are y'all ready for the big documentary? The documentary made in 4 days? The documentary. How you gonna make a documentary about something? How is this woman gonna make a documentary about somebody and she ain't been working on the story? She's announced it 4 days ago. Have you went back and interviewed people when they were growing up? Have you interviewed the family members? Have you went back into girl? Do you know anything about except what surface bullshit that you've learned in the last couple months on here? Girl, if you're gonna do a documentary on somebody, child, you have to be able to go and trace their story. You have to go and have video footage to keep it interesting. How you gonna make a documentary in 4 days? Are you going to have a part 1, a part 2, part 3, part 4? Don't be one of those statistics, Miss Fire Monster. Don't let them girls come over there and kick you in your asshole, honey, behind that bullshit. All right? You be careful when you're in the same town with these people. I have a feeling they got a lot more gangster than you. I have a feeling that yours is primarily talk. And I don't know about Demi did it, but her mom, that girl's been around. She's sharp. She's sharp not only with her mouth, but I'm sure she knows how to handle business as well. You talking all about their marriages and all in their house and then their clothes and calling them all kind of hoes and so forth. Prayers up. Oh, Lord. What do you think, Miss Regina? Miss Regina said, well, I need to renew his nurse's license. He needs to renew his nurse's license. Okay. He mad at you today, Regina. I was over there. He must need some money. Wally got 4 videos going at the same time. I mean, 3 of them are hour old. This thing he did was earlier this morning. When they start showing up for a whole lot of videos, that usually means they either lost their job, lost their income, or they need, for whatever reason, to up the game on YouTube. There are other people, unmentionable people. You can start seeing the signs, right? But it's always good to come on here. So thank you guys for coming up, showing up. No, we're not throwing Wally away. We're just bringing up his awareness, shall we say. Hey, the replays. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. All right. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, diamond in the back, sunroof top, dig in the scene with the gangster white walls, TV antenna in the back. You may not have a car at all, but remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. All right, people, we've been on here an hour. TV in the back, honey. Gangster white walls. TV antenna in the back. So you older girls, y'all remember that when people were buying it. They even did it on the Volkswagen. They had a Rolls Royce grill put on their Volkswagens, right? And back in the early 70s, it was still hard for black people to get the right housing, right? There was still all kinds of red line districts and baby, be quiet. It was all kind of people had a harder time getting homes, expensive homes and things. So a lot of them put their money in cars. That was the big thing. Or it might have been just because of my age. I was paying more attention to cars here. Like here in San Francisco, you don't even know who has a car because a lot of people don't even own a car. And when you do own a car, they basically spend most of their time trying to find some place to park it. But yeah, they used to have the leopard skin. They did like the pimp movies were all big then. They would try to imitate the pimp cars. They had the rims. They had the Lincolns had the big old grill in front of it, and the Cadillac had one the big old grill like Pretty Tony and all them kind of stuff. And it was a big thing to have a TV antenna in the back and a phone in your car. Very few could afford a phone in your car. That was that great big old phone thing, honey. Times have changed. Technology has changed a whole lot of stuff. You young people, you think about what you're going to do for a living, get into technology. It's going to rule the world, and it already does. They tried to tell us back then. I didn't have a mind for it. They told us get into tech. And we didn't even have personal computers then. But that was the future. All right, people. I'm going to see if I can catch this documentary. I can't wait for all that good material. Good night. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh, sing a song. Seems we just got started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Yes, I've done it before. Carol Burnett did it for 20 years. Excuse me. Thank you.